Commanders have now lost 4 of 5, and it seems like this season's at a bit of a crossroads. Are they trying to develop a young quarterback? Are they trying to fight for a playoff spot? And can those two things come together? Let's find out and have a podcast. What up, everybody? It's Beltway Football. I am JP Finley. We are on Monumental Sports Network, and we are brought to you by Oarsman Automotive of Virginia. We ride with those guys and want you to do the same thing. 7 locations all over Northern Virginia. Check them out online at oarsmanva.com. As always, joined by the big man, Mr. Mitch Tischler. Mitchell, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not as good as you, apparently. I don't want to waste time because it's clear that the loss in the Meadowlands was just a train wreck. It was 30 minutes of probably the worst football played by any team this season. They did kind of get it together in the second half. Things changed a bit. They had an opportunity to maybe steal a win, weren't able to do it. We've talked about it all week on 2 different podcasts where things went wrong. But what I find interesting is there have still been flashes, little flashes where the offense has gotten it right. And I asked Commanders quarterback Sam Howell, how close do you feel this thing is to really functioning at a high level?
I think we're really close. I think the fact that we've already shown we can get there says a lot. And I think we've shown what our potential is. We've shown the standard that we want to play at. It's just a matter of each and every week of going into the game and executing the plan, everyone doing their job. And I think the more we play, the more we'll continue to grow and get better. And obviously we'd like to play at our standard each and every week. And we know in this league it's not going to happen each and every week, but you definitely – you should never lose a game when the defense gives up 14 points. And I think that's the reality of it, and we just got to try to do our part and help our defense out. But there's definitely a standard, and I think we've shown that standard a few times this year, and that's definitely the standard that we chase every single time we step out on the field on Sundays.
All right, Mitch. So the quarterback believes that the offense can get there. There'd be a much larger problem if the quarterback was like, nah, man, we stink. We're never going to figure this out. That would be the Titanic, all right? Instead, Sam Howell believes this offense can get going. There have been flashes of the offense getting going. How close do you think it is to happening?
I think it's close. I think we see different pieces of the offense that work well, whether it be the quick game, the screen game, and then when they're able to play off of that, they can take some of their deeper shots downfield. The last time they played the Eagles, they were able to move the ball with efficiency, and I think that we're seeing a situation where they are close, but they need to get everybody on the same page. You got to get Eric Bieniemy on the same page. You got to get Sam Howell, and you got to get this offensive line on the same page. And all of a sudden, there are a bunch of injuries on this offensive line and some changes that may be coming.
Well, we don't call you bullish, Mitch, for nothing. I don't think it's close. I think the play calling is a part of it, but going back and watching the Giants game, there were some plays that were available that Howell missed. I think he played quite poorly in that Giants game, and that doesn't mean he can't bounce back. But I think it's a young quarterback that's going to have some volatile moments. And that's why if they were able to run the ball really well and then you get that volatility of Howell, okay. But they can't run the ball either. The last 2 weeks, the rookie Rodriguez has been the better back than Brian Robinson. And maybe we don't want to admit that or look at that, but that's just the number. The numbers are the numbers. The math is the math. And I think the run game lacking has been really problematic. There's not a lot you could point to that they do well. There have been flashes of things they do well. We're expecting to see a bunch of changes here. We talked to Eric Bieniemy about how things can get better, right? And he explained that they've got to constantly be in a state of evaluation and assessment. Here's EB trying to make sense of it all.
Well, I think each and every week you assess, you evaluate exactly what just took place. And so we want to keep turning over every stone. The only thing that we're working to do is just making sure that we can be better.